I love how my notes for this video are just one thing. There's gonna be a Downton Abbey movie, and I am dead inside. So I have a very interesting relationship with this show, and I just thought I would share it all right now. So if you guys don't care about this at all, I don't really blame you, because it's really not that. Anyway, so basically I started watching this show with my mom a while back. She had watched it already, but it was before the 6th season had come out, or maybe the 5th season, one of those, but she had watched most of it already, and so she was gonna rewatch it, and I was like, hey, I want to watch it with you, because it was around the same time that I was getting into a lot of other fandoms like Doctor Who and Sherlock, and I was really into British fandoms specifically, and I had heard about Downton Abbey, and I was like, you know what, I should give it a try, because I've always really liked period dramas, I've always liked British stuff, what's not to like? So I watched the first episode with her, and my life was forever changed. I still remember like that feeling I got when it starts, when the theme song starts, and you can see all the servants like walking through the house, and the camera just like follows random people, and it's a really cool way of doing it, filming things. I don't know, but it's like the camera's following the person, and it's like you're going in the house, and I remember just feeling so energized, and like it's a feeling that I can't really explain. The storyline of this show is a little bit weird, because unlike most period dramas, this series isn't based off of any original already existing material. Most period dramas, you know, are based off of books from like way long ago. Like, now I can't think of any. It's got a lot going on, so you kind of have to commit to this show. You have to like sit down and be like with yourself, you know what, you have to commit to this, you have to get into it, because once you get into it, it's really addicting. But if you just watch the first episode and you're like, well, that was kind of boring, or I didn't like any of the characters, which is another thing, most of the characters start out really annoying and end up really annoying at the very end too. Let's get talking about this show and the movie, specifically what I think is going to happen in the movie, because so as much as I'm excited for the movie, I honestly am not expecting it to be very good, and the reason why is just that there's really nothing more they could possibly do in Downton Abbey. The show has pretty much explored every single character, which is good. I mean, it gives every single character good character development, and it's done an excellent job at that. In fact, that's one of my favorite things about the show, and possibly it's one of the best shows that I've seen that has used characters like that and actually given characters the development that other shows might not have. So I feel like for the movie, since they've already explored every single character's backstory, they're gonna be kind of... So here's just one of the theories, like this is just a theory that I have that the movie could possibly do. So one of the main reasons why people watch Downton Abbey and why they continued to watch Downton Abbey and why they wanted a movie was because, like I said, they really liked the characters, and they really liked the actors or actresses who were playing the characters. And there were a lot of really iconic characters in Downton Abbey. However, as the show went on, a lot of these iconic characters either left or died, and for a lot of people, you know, that specific character, whoever, might have been the only reason they were watching the show. Like, I'm honestly gonna say, if Thomas Barrow had died, I probably wouldn't have watched the rest of the show. That's how I was with Poldark. This is a spoiler alert if you've never watched Poldark, but after Francis died, I didn't watch any more of the show. I still haven't seen the 3rd season or the 4th season that it's coming out. I just, you know what, I couldn't. But anyway, I'm getting super sidetracked because I love this show so much, and also I hate it, but I love it. What I'm trying to get at is, because they want more people to watch this movie and they know that they have a huge fan base, they're going to want to bring back iconic characters who maybe have left the show or died. So what I'm thinking is maybe they're going to do like a prequel like Star Wars did, so instead of Rogue One, Downton Abbey 1. I should just stop making this this video. But with Downton Abbey, like I said, since there's no really consistent storyline, they could do a prequel and it would, you know, be like, oh, okay. So the prequel could be about, you know, the servants, how they came into Downton Abbey, why they came to Downton Abbey. It could be about Mary or Sybil. It could be about Branson. It could be about Carson. It could be, you know, about just anybody pretty much. Otherwise, they might do like a whole supernatural thing and bring Matthew back from the dead. I think if the Downton Abbey movie isn't a prequel, they're probably still gonna have flashbacks to older episodes, or just create new situations, but show them through flashbacks and like be like, this happened back then, so that we can include this cool character who died in a car crash randomly. My next prediction, more like a theory, my next theory for the Downton Abbey movie is that they're going to completely extra-ize it. What? Like, what if it was just a musical about Mary and that one dude she slept with in the first episode who died randomly? They could do that. What if it was a musical about Matthew? I'm also hoping that maybe this movie will give Thomas something, anything. He deserves everything in the world, but yet the world treats him horribly, and the show just... So the main purpose of this video was mainly just to warn you guys that once the Downton Abbey movie comes out, I probably will turn this into a Downton Abbey fan account and everything else into a fan account for Downton Abbey. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, those are just some of my thoughts, my many, many thoughts on this show. I could make like a whole video series just talking about all the random stuff that I've found out because of Downton Abbey, or that has happened because of Downton Abbey. I got to see the actual real costumes that they wore in Downton Abbey. And if you like this video, thumbs up, and I'll see you all later. Bye.